guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Dude, look at this. Anniversary Kid Gohan. And I know people were really upset about this. I think the main reason is that people just sort of really built themselves into believing Omega and Kid Buu were coming, who are, to be fair, two characters I think very deserving of LRs who do need them, and villains need help, but Kid Gohan, you know, just kind of shows up, and this little ass smile right there. But I mean, Gohan is the roots of Dragon Ball, and I do actually like the idea of these LRs based off of the intros. I mean, if you go back and watch, I really like the aesthetic and the intro and stuff like that of the LR Gohan, Goten, and Trunks from the 7th anniversary, but they really don't have enough in there. Like, I wish that more from that intro was in that character, so I really don't mind the idea of these units being LRs. I really don't. So here's the medals to awaken him. Both of these Carnival LRs have a huge array of medals, right? It's like, so the Kid Gohan medals have been very common, Gocha medals right there, and then, you know, Krillin and Tien, unfortunately, do not have, Dokkan events yet. I think Krillin and Tien getting Dokkan events, to me, seems very, very likely to happen. So, yeah, I would sort of, you know, brace yourselves for that. Because I think both Krillin and Tien probably, you know, would be characters that should get them before even Yamcha. And Yamcha got his, right? So, those are two characters who will probably be up on the docket. I think we're probably going to see, like, I think Vegetos and Gogetas and Fusions this year, maybe Gotenks, those type of characters in 2023 are probably going to happen. But, you know, we'll get a couple of first-time Dokkan events, you know, maybe Baby, God Goku, Demon King Piccolo, perhaps Krillin, right? Those types of characters. And then again, more... Dude, that Goku and that Piccolo medal, those are two of the most used medals. All of these LR Goku and Piccolos, so many different, like, Carnival LR Gokus. I'm going to tweet this out soon as it's updated on the wiki, because I like the way it looks, but you just look at that medal, the amount of characters that need this transforming Goku medal. Like, if I had known back in 2018 when this guy came out, I would have just grinded that Goku Dokkan event endlessly, right? Like, it's like, kind of, you want to. And it is funny, because I back in the day, that was a great showcase event. That, because, you know, back then, you know, there wasn't really super difficult content. Like, that was before even the original Legendary Goku event came out. So, like, that Transforming Goku, I've done countless runs in showcases on there. But yeah, okay. So, let's go ahead. Oh, okay, so by my count... Wait, I could quickly show this, and then we'll skip ahead. Look at how many characters actually need this medal, right? We have, what? 12 characters need this medal to Dokkan Awaken. This is just a huge number. This is a gigantic number right here. So many. How many LRs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different LRs need this Transforming Goku medal. And then, you know, some of these LRs, you know, need, even their TUR version needs it as well. It's just insanity for this medal, man. But, alright, enough about that. Let me go ahead and jump in. Let me, you know, fully level up Kid Gohan and stuff like that. He does have a very nice intro. To me, this Gohan's animations are much more nostalgic than Kai. Like, I didn't grow up on Kai. I grew up on original Dragon Ball, right? Like, so let's go ahead and jump in and see what we look like here. Yeah, see, that does something to me, man. That is fire. I do not care. Damn, that's some good shit right there. Very good, very good. So, alright, we have the LR Gohan. This, of course, is essentially, you know, sort of built off of the DBZ intro. So, 237k defense here. Now, funny enough, this Gohan, it seems like, is actually intended to be used with this character. Let's pull up the Gaze of Respect link. So, INT LR Piccolo has been a meme forever. He wasn't even really that crazy on release, and he very quickly became, like, the worst meme ever. This guy, that INT LR Piccolo down here, he's now absolutely one of the best characters in the game after his EZA, which we'll be able to do after the upcoming World Tournament. I have no idea how difficult it's going to be, but I know you are going to have to rank highly in the World Tournament, unfortunately, to be able to get that, so you do have to keep that in mind. Now, Piccolo, right? Again, he's going to be guarding. He works really good with Kid Gohan. This Gohan does kind of want to be used with one of these characters here. Because, you know, Gohan doesn't get guaranteed crits on his active skill, but with a unit super attack, he does greatly stack attack. A 50% stack, and we can get that with either Goku, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, or Piccolo in the same turn, and we get the 18 key super attack. So that's pretty helpful. It is also an AoE. So I will probably try and do, I'll do a video. I'm going to have this Gohan. World Tournament starts actually about 24 hours from, you know, the time I'm recording this. But I am going to be ready to go with Gohan, you know, being rainbowed. We'll be Link level 10 and stuff like that by then. And I'll probably do a video. We'll see how useful this Gohan is. I think that the fact that they made him an AoE potentially caused them to hold back in some other areas. Because this Gohan, he's good, but to me, this does look like another candidate for full dodge. I do think so, because I think they didn't make his 12-key super attack mechanic quite strong enough, right? So, his 12-key super attack, he gets 30% attack for one turn. Pretty worthless. His 18-key super by himself, he stacks attack and defense. And then either of his unit super attacks, he greatly stacks attack, 50%, 30% defensive stack, and then it becomes an AoE, right? So there's that. All right, let's just go ahead and jump in. Now, Gohan does need to get hit, too. So how does this work? Let's see. So Gohan, he gets 30% damage reduction from characters who get hit by his 18-key super. So that's why him having the AoE can be very handy, I guess, if you're, you know, maybe in like a Super Battle Road stage or something like that. And then he gets 1 key, 8% defense with each attack received, up to a max of 5 key, 58% defense. Then he gets 58% attack for the rest of the battle once he gets his 5th attack. And then he gets an additional super starting from the turn in which he gets his 8th attack received. Now, just like Goku, right, I know people are going to be, oh my god, you got to get them hit so many times. I'm going to put Gohan in slot 1 right here, and we really might get just blown up, right? Like, I don't know. This Gohan, like, we're at 237k defense. It's not really too crazy. I mean, this is a pretty bad opening rotation we got. But, yeah, okay, well, that sucks. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Well, that's exactly why I give him a full dodge build, guys. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that's all you do. It's easy peasy, guys. That's insane. That's the free 5 dodge that procced right there. Yes, I will be giving Gohan full dodge, by the way. I think both Gohan and Goku, these Carnival LRs, people are going to cry like usual, blah, 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 but I do like full dodge. If you're not Mr. Full Dodge, this Gohan, I think, certainly could benefit, actually, probably from crit. Because most of these powerful new characters these days, you guys, you know, probably can figure this out, too, they all, like, have a lot of crit built in. Gohan doesn't have crit built in, right? He does not. So it's like you're gonna. Oh well, I guess whatever. Whatever. I'll just keep talking. You probably would want to give this guy crit. You know, you could give him additionals. He doesn't really get a super benefit from super attacks though. Oh my god, yeah, I had the intros on. Oops. Doesn't really get some super benefit from 12 key super attacks at all. So I don't really see, like, if Gohan, if he got 30% defense from his 12 key, that would be crazy. But I guess because as part of his intro buff, he does have a guaranteed additional, the 70% chance to be a super, and then he does get the guaranteed additional super starting from the 8th attack in battle, right? I guess that this Gohan, he does have some similarities to Final Form Cooler, huh? Actually, is what it seems like to me. This guy has got definitely some similarities to Cooler. Let's give Gohan these attacks. Gohan is going to need to build up more than Vegeta and Trunks, I think. And we did bring a Piccolo here, so we'll be able to get that unit super attack. I do want to make sure to get the animation of the unit super, with either Goku or, you know, Yamcha or Tien or one of these other characters. I want to get all, you know, all of the animations in the video. Now remember that Gohan's active skill should be quite a bit stronger than Goku's. We'll see how it's gonna work, but I think Gohan should be a lot stronger. It has the same activation, well, almost the same activation. I think Goku has to be 59% HP or lower. Gohan is 58% HP or lower. Or from the 5th turn with a bond of Master and Disciple category ally in the same turn. Alright, so we have a Piccolo on rotation right here. So we will be able to activate the unit super attack, which is going to allow us to greatly stack attack instead. This is... I mean, this is kind of an unfortunate turn here. Yeah, I chose to jump into this fight. Maybe this was a mistake, because if Frieza supers right away, Gohan is going to get slapped. I love that we've already dodged the super attack 5 seconds into this Gohan's career. So he is at 353 already. This is 55%. I do think this Gohan is quite good defensively in slot 2 or 3, right? Because it's like he super attacks, he's stacking, but then he has this 30% damage reduction from enemies that's been hit by his 18 ki. Now, it's not the 30% by itself is not the craziest ever, because, you know, I had a completely maxed out, wanked up SDR LR Carnival Goku, fully, you know, perfect rotation, triple super, and then Cell Max still just one-shotted him. So 30% damage reduction is really not all that. I mean, this Gohan is INT, so he's going to work well against Cell Max anyway, though. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's see how this rotation is going to look right here. We do have Saiyan Warrior Race, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power activated. His full link set here is the Innocence, Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Z Fighters, Gaze of Respect, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Alright, let's hope that Frieza does not super attack right away. Gohan will take a lot of damage. Okay, that's good. If Gohan can super attack first, we'll get another stack in, and he gets the damage reduction, so he'd be able to eat the super from Frieza quite well. Okay, AGL LR Gohan stacking up. AGL LR Gohan, of course, you know, we could run him pretty easily in a lot of these teams. Gohan does become pretty self-sufficient just to continue stacking his defense at 12 ki. It becomes pretty easy for him. 3.84, certainly not some crazy damage, that's for sure. Here's Piccolo. Remember, we are greatly stacking attack here, and this is an AoE super as well. There's the additional. That is built in from his intro right here. 70% chance that this is a super. We did go ahead and get that. Now Frieza supers. We have the 30% damage reduction. Let's see how we do. What? Huh? Okay. Guys, you go... Do you guys really disagree with me that you go full dodge? Come on. That's what you wanted. That's, I mean, that's, yeah, that's it. It's perfect. It's exactly what we're trying to do. I mean, listen, I don't know what you guys want me to say, man, okay? I don't know. You know, okay. I do say this a lot. I have terrible luck with offensive RNG. How many struggles have you guys seen where my characters aren't critting and additionaling, and it's not because, oh, you always give them full dodge. That's not true, right? Like, my 8th anniversary LRs, I've got them, like, almost full crit to maximize the damage of the Spirit Bomb, and they never crit. But I give characters dodge. Maybe it's just a me thing. I just have really good luck with dodges, and then y'all have your good luck with crits or additionals or whatever. Y'all don't have the dodge luck I do. I don't know. Maybe it is just that simple, right? But for me, dodge works very well. We stand dodge over here for sure. Now, if you guys are, you know, it's the free 5 dodge. We've dodged in 2 turns. We've 5 dodged 2 supers with Kid Gohan. I do love that. The showcase is off to a great start, guys. 55%. He's a god. He has a 100% super attack dodge rate, of course. He's so busted. He's so broken. It's ridiculous. This is absurd. This Gohan is not impressing me, by the way, so far. I'm not really impressed. I mean, let's see what happens once we get that 5th attack, so we get the extra damage, but... It's like, I feel like this Gohan, like, he's going to be a nice extra addition to teams and stuff like that, but he's really not... I'm just not going like, oh my god, power, like, you know, right? Like, not really. We are up to 500k. Oh, this is because we now have Gaze of Respect. Although, what does Link Level 1 Gaze of Respect give? Oh, wow, it's only 2 ki. Yeah, I mean, this is a powerful... This becomes 2 ki, 10% attack and defense right here. So, I mean, Gohan is going to look quite a bit better. This is only turn 5. I mean, if he's Link Level 10 Rainbowed, I mean, is he going to, what, 800, 900k defense right here? Yeah, he is pretty good, actually. I feel like 55%, I'm not, like, super blown away by him. But I do think that this Gohan... I do think this is a hitter. This guy is pretty good. I could see this Gohan being a very substantial option. moving forward in difficult content events. The one thing I really like with both of these LRs, Goku and Gohan, is they did give them defensive tools to counteract the biggest bosses. Even more so than one of the 8th anniversary LRs. Well, I guess, to be fair, the Dragon Ball Z duo, the Buu Saga duo, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, they do have the standby, where they're the tankiest unit in the game. Alright, so we are stacking attack. It doesn't really seem too crazy. We'll see what happens once we pop this active skill. We could save it for a little bit. Gohan should do... Okay, so my Gohan now... Okay, there's a dodge. Double digits, beautiful. My Gohan, at this point, we are able to use the active skill, right? Because remember, 58% HP or below, or 5th turn with a Bond and Master and Disciple category ally. By the way, we are on, you know, Kid Gohan's 200% Bond and Master and Disciple team, which I think is actually pretty good. I do think this is going to be a fairly powerful team to be able to run. Bond of Master and Disciple 200%. It's going to get a lot more formidable, too. By the way, the friend Kid Gohan is the same as mine. Doesn't look like there's any equips. Link level 1. Perfect for the type of showcase I like to do. That INT LR Piccolo World Tournament EZA is going to be a very handy addition, I think, for this Kid Gohan specifically. They are very clearly intended to be run together. Because that LR Piccolo is supporting Gohan quite a bit with key and defense. They have a couple links. And then that LR World Tournament Piccolo needs Gohan in order to be guarding as well. But, of course, that Piccolo is not yet out, right? He comes out... technically, he's going to come out, what, on Monday for me? On the 20th? Because that's when the World Tournament rewards are going to come in. So, yeah, it's going to be the 20th for me, I believe. When the actual World Tournament... No, the World Tournament rewards might be on the 21st. It's still going to be several days away, right, until then. Alright, now I'm very curious to see what Gohan does on this next turn. Honestly, I'm kind of good on seeing this Gohan. Like, I feel like we kind of have seen what he can do, believe it or not. You know, he does have that additional super once he gets hit the 8th time, which would make way for him losing the additional from the 6 turns. Right, again, think of it very similarly to Cooler, actually. Alright, this is a nice turn here. We have a lot of links activated. Only Innocence and Z Fighters are not activated. We're at 700k defense here. So he is building up. This Gohan in a long fight is really crazy. He is. Because it's like, remember that the Carnival Goku, he's guarding for the first 6 turns, but he still continues to stack his defense. But this Gohan is stacking... So he's at 700k defense, but he gets that damage reduction after he supers. Like, this is really good. Like, but it's like this... Goku, to me, is better for the current difficult event meta. Whereas Gohan, yet again, to me, seems to be one of these characters who's going to feast if we get a 15-turn long difficult fight. A 20-turn long super difficult fight. That's what this Gohan is going to excel in, it looks like to me. So, we'll see. Let's hit this. We can get the Int Orbs right there. Perfect. That's going to be full 24 key. I think we'll probably use the active skill on the next turn after this, is what we're going to do with this Gohan. And then I'll probably do one more run real quick, where we can go ahead and get the other unit super attack for Gohan, just being next to Goku, Krillin, Yamcha, or Tien, right? We'll go ahead and get one of those unit super attacks right there. There's no difference between the two unit supers, but I assume the Piccolo one is going to take, you know, precedence. Like if Piccolo's on rotation, I assume that's the one you're going to do. And he gets up to 6.7 right here. This is with his attack buff. So that damage is certainly not looking too crazy. Now remember, once we get the 8 hits received, he's going to get the additional super. But I'm giving Gohan full dodge as well, for sure. Both of these characters just seem like full dodge. I'm not banking on all these hits on them. Remember, at least Goku, you know, he's guarding, so you can put him in slot 1. Gohan, you don't get to decide, right? Like look at this. Imagine we're trying to win here. You're not putting Gohan in slot 1. You're not doing that. You're not just putting Gohan in slot 1 right here, right? Aiming to do this, to get your hits. Because if Frieza supers right away, you're going to get blasted. This Gohan is a slot 2 and a slot 3 character. Those types of characters needing to take hits it's honestly just a disaster. It is. So I will certainly not be banking on Gohan receiving all these hits. I'm going to be giving him full dodge, relying on him getting his damage reduction on his super attack, and then also counting on him to stack defense nicely is how I'm going to do it. Okay, so our Vegeta and Trunks, we haven't been able to stack with them even once next to this Gohan. So Gohan not having prepared for battle has certainly hurt our Vegeta and Trunks, right? So yeah, so I would say it's been a minor issue so far, getting no stacks with Vegeta and Trunks. All right, let's see what damage we get right here. 3.34. This guy doesn't really look too crazy at 55%, right? Just like by today's modern standards. You know, he'll be fine rainbowed. You know, he'll be able to build up a lot of damage, especially if he can get hit and stuff like that. But I mean, he is not the craziest. It's more, both of these are more defensive-oriented units, both Goku and Gohan. If you're one of these offensive stands, I don't think you're going to go crazy for either Gohan or Goku. These are certainly... I mean, I love these guys because, again, they seem to be defensive playstyle characters, but that's what they are. All right, so let's go ahead and pop Gohan. This is his Great Ape. We're at 700k right here. Decent. Pretty good. I mean, with the 30% damage reduction, I mean, yeah, he's strong defensively. Even at 55%, this is good, right? For sure. Now, we'll do this Great Ape active skill right here. This is why he's on the Great Ape power category. He's not on giant form because he doesn't actually have like a giant transformation. It does suck, but that's clearly what they decide with the giant category. It's not actually taking a giant form in like an active skill or something like that, but like a control, like, you know, an actual like giant transformation that stays around for a while. Those are the ones they put on that category. So this is going to be stronger than Goku's, I think, in the long run, because this is something we could stack a lot up to, which we have up to this point. Massively raise attack temporarily, ultimate damage against enemy, and then within the turn activated, Gohan becomes super effective against all types on everything. So, I mean, that's not as good as the guaranteed crits, but you are able to stack attack leading up to it. So it probably is going to pretty much always actually be more impressive than Goku's. Unfortunate, it doesn't have guaranteed crits, but this should be a pretty hard-hitting active skill, I think. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here with Gohan's Great Ape transformation. Yeah, 9 million. That's what we certainly saw of more than like the Goku when he did his. So, okay. All right, there's that. Let me just get the unit super attack with Goku, Krillin, Yamcha, or Tien, and I think we're good. This Gohan does seem very strong. I mean, it's like, but it's his defense. This Gohan, you know, defensively, even at 55%. You know, once you start breaking past 600k defense with that damage reduction, he's going to be pretty tanky even at 55%. So I think a rainbowed Gohan actually should be very strong defensively. That'll be fun to do. All right, here we go. So, again, the other unit super attack Gohan has is the Miraculous Full Throttle Ultra Z Power. I think that's an incredible name for a super attack, of course. This has the same effect as Piccolo's, which is greatly stack attack, stack defense, and mega colossal damage to all enemy. This is good because I think that the INT Super Battle Road Reward Goku is still a very good World Tournament lead because he's an all-types lead and he supports. He would link up fairly decently with this Gohan. Yeah, they have 4 links together. That could be a very potent combo for World Tournament, right? I guess if you're going to use this Gohan in World Tournament, you would want to make sure that you've got that Goku. You'd want to make sure you have your LR Krillin, right? Like, you'd want to have a couple of characters like that around to be able to have this guy be a World Tournament helper. I don't think that this is going to be a great World Tournament character, again, because of the fact that there's just not enough characters to guarantee you'll get the AoE every time. I think physical Dragon Ball Super Broly ZZ is going to be the best World Tournament option. All right, so Gohan here. Here's the other animation. I do like this one. Again, it's got all the other Z Fighters attacks from the intro. It's so good, man. This is nostalgia. I guess it sucks, because that's probably my favorite animation from it, but I guess we're probably not going to see that one that often. To be fair, this Gohan does link up really well with the Carnival Goku. They have 5 links together, which is super good. So there is that. But okay, here was the Carnival LR Gohan. Definitely a strong character for sure. I think both of these Carnival LRs will look way better once they are rainbowed. Alright, this is Beyond the Shining Clouds. Gohan Kid. His leader skill is Bond of Master and Disciple, category key 3 and 200% stats. Bond of Master and Disciple is a pretty good category, so that is actually a really good like Carnival LR leader skill. I really like that these Carnival LRs do that 200%. It's pretty handy. Carnival LRs really now, I think, are pretty exciting releases with these leader skills, to be fair. Yellow Coin LRs were almost never, ever legitimate leader options, so this is really good. Gohan's 12-key super attack is the One Slice Split, which raises attack for by 30% for 1 turn, does colossal damage to the enemy. His 18-key super attack is the Masenko, which stacks attack and defense and does mega colossal damage to the enemy. That is a 20% stack for both stats. So it's like you are getting even more defense and more attack with his unit supers, because the unit supers would be a 50% attack stat and a 30% defensive stack. So it's the unit super is very important for this Gohan. Again, you're going from 20% attack and defensive stack to 50% attack and 30% defense, so pretty big deal. And then Gohan has 2 unit super attacks that are exactly the same. There's no difference between them. So the first one is the Miraculous Full Throttle Ultra Z Power, goated name, which again stacks attack by 50%, defense by 30%, mega colossal damage, and then AoE to all enemies. And you can do that if there is a Goku, Krillin, Yamcha, or Tien in the same turn, and your key is 18 or above. Then his other unit super attack is Together with Mr. Piccolo, which greatly stacks attack, stacks defense, mega colossal, and then AoE to all enemies. And that, of course, is a 50% attack stack and a 30% defensive stack. And you could do that if there is a Piccolo attacking in the same turn, when he is 18 or more. His passive skill, Smiling Ultra Z. So he activates the entrance animation just upon first appearance. He gets 4 key, 58% attack and defense, and launches an additional, which has a great chance, 70% chance, of being a super for 6 turns from the start of turn. Then he gets 4 key and 158% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he reduces damage received by 30% from enemies who have been hit by this character's 18-key super attack within the same turn. So it seems to me if you get the unit super and the AoE, then Gohan would get the damage reduction against the entire enemy party, even if it's like World Tournament or Super Battle Road or something like that, which is pretty good. Then Gohan gets 1 key up to a max of 5 and 58% defense up to a max of 58% with each attack received. Then he gets an additional 58% attack for the rest of the battle starting from the turn, in which he gets his 5th attack received in battle. And then he gets a guaranteed additional super starting from the turn in which the character receives the 8th attack in battle. You want me to fix this character real quick? Check this out. All this shit, he builds up key, defense, attack, and the additional. Rather than him being hit, why is it not him doing attacks? Like, he has a very similar design to Cooler, except Gohan's buffs are when he gets hit as a slot 2 or 3 unit, whereas Cooler gets the buffs when he attacks, which makes sense with a character with built-in additional. Why is Gohan getting this built-in additional from his intro, but it doesn't do anything for him? It's just, like, flawed damage, because it's just his 12 key, which isn't really that crazy. This character would be way better if his buffs were not from getting hit, but from attacking. It feels like that's what this character's intended to do. I don't understand. If he just simply got these buffs from attacking, he'd be way better. Because as it stands, you're not getting these. You could get super... Yeah, sure, dude. You get super lucky. You know, oh, there's turn 2, there's 5 attacks right in the middle. Bam, we're built up. We're gaming. Sure. But you can't rely on that. You know, we've gone through this with LR Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta. If it's not like a slot 1 character, having to receive hits is not fun. So, you know, this Gohan is still going to be good. You know, because he's still stacking defense with the 30% damage reduction on his 18 key. So he's good no matter what. But the rest of it is just a little weird. He would be much stronger. He would be a better Final Form Cooler, I think. If he was just... he probably still is a better Final Form Cooler, but you guys get what I'm saying. Him getting these buffs from attacking would make way more sense. His active skill, the Full Moon Event, massively raises attack temporarily, does ultimate damage to the enemy, and then within the turn activated, he becomes super effective against all types. It is definitely better than Goku's. Even though there's no crit, he's able to stack attack, so his active will hit way harder. And you could do this if HP is 58% or below, you know, good for Battlefield, Super Battle Road, Easy A. Or starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle, and there's a Bond of Master and Disciple, category ally attacking in the same turn. His links are the Innocents, All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Z Fighters, Gaze of Respect, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Goku, it's not really so much of a big deal. Gohan does have a key link here, Gaze of Respect. Dude, Saiyan lineage would really help this Gohan. Because, like, you know, you're probably going to be running him with hybrids in the future and stuff. I know, like, his unit super attack, none of them are hybrid characters, right? You got a bunch of Earthlings, a Pure Saiyan, and then a Namekian, but I feel like it's more of an issue for the Gohan not having, like, Saiyan lineage and stuff like that than Goku. But both would have been helped by Saiyan lineage and or prepared for battle. I mean, imagine if both had Saiyan lineage and prepared for battle. That'd be crazy, right? Gohan's 12 key super is 150, 24 key super attack is 200%. Same numbers as always. And then he is on a couple of category teams. So he has Bond of Master and Disciple. Now this is a crazy team, because this guy and LR Ultimate Gohan work really well together. STR Piccolo, so busted. Man, it's Bond of Master and Disciple is good, man. It's really good. Then, of course, Gohan is on Hybrid Saiyans, right? So now we've had, you know, nearly back-to-back summonable LR Gohans right here. Huge buff to the Hybrid Saiyan team. Even if some of these characters don't work the best together, you know, still huge buffs for this team, so that's very, very good, for sure. Gohan also is on the Goku family team, which is nice. We'll take that. Then Gohan is also on the youth category team, another monster buff for the youth team. We love that. We do love to see that. Gohan is here on the Saiyan Saga team as well. Goku does not have sort of like a Saga category, because it's like, it is Saiyan Saga stuff, but then he just randomly goes Super Saiyan in the animation. They probably should have not put that Super Saiyan part in there, and then he could have just been on Saiyan Saga 2, which would have been helpful, but, you know, whatever. Gohan is Saiyan Saga, though, so that is helpful. Our third Saiyan Saga LR Kid Gohan, by the way. I mean, to be fair, they have been spread out throughout the years, right? Wait, actually, the physical one isn't in Saiyan Saga. Okay, I guess I'm a damn moron then. But that physical LR Kid Gohan, he came out in, what, 2017? The STR LR Kid Gohan, he came out in 2021, and now this one is 2023. Then Gohan is also on Bond of Parent and Child right there. He's also on Earthbred Warriors. God, do I hate that name. And then finally, he is on Great Ape Power. So what are the weak teams Gohan is buffing? Youth and Great Ape Power and Saiyan Saga. But I love more options for Bond and Master and Disciple as well. Hybrids really is a pretty weak team, because a lot of those characters have been power crept. So Hybrids does need nearly a full revamp for sure. We did not, like, if we go back to Hybrids, we looked at all those categories. If we go back to Hybrids, let's look at the 2022 and beyond characters, right? You Suck. These are all like free to play. Pan is good, but Pan needs to be used with GT Goku, so she's not like a hybrid. This Pan is decent, but she's not, I'm not going to go super crazy. She's only decent. And then the two LRs right here. So Hybrids needs, again, a full revamp. AGL LR Gohan, though, the Cell Saga one, he was a major buff as an Easy A, but we need new options to Hybrids. So there is this Kid Gohan LR right here. Very, very strong. I feel like there's some more issues I have with him. Again, it does feel like if they just swapped him needing to get hit for hitting, he would be way better. It makes sense, because he's structured like LR Cooler. Imagine if LR Final Form Cooler had to be hit. How much worse he would be. It would be a joke, right? Like, hell no, we don't want that. So, let me know what you guys think of LR Gohan. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.